It's going to be an interesting debate that goes forward in the General Assembly because there's a lot of talk about tax reform in North Carolina. And the question is, how will that tax reform take shape? There are people inside the General Assembly from both parties who like very much the system of carve-outs and loopholes and incentives and all the sorts of giveaways and takebacks that are in the current tax code. Certainly, incoming Governor McCrory has said that he wants to see this revamped, and how his new team of fiscal policy people help him go forward with some sort of tax reform proposal, and whether or not you're going to see some of these incentives clawed back and something of a flatter, broader tax system put in place is going to be a fascinating debate, and it's going to be interesting to see how the governor's so-called allies in the General Assembly are going to go along with it.
Well, that's right, because the Republicans now have huge majorities in both the House and the Senate, McCrory himself being a Republican, the Lieutenant Governor, Dan Forest, also a Republican, but it's probably not going to be a big kumbaya moment when it comes to that tax code.
That's right, because, Republicans like incentives too, or at least a number of individual Republican lawmakers do. Those who come from a local government background like passing out incentives to try to attempt to lure a company from one county to another or one jurisdiction to another. And so there are a lot of ideas about ways to reform the tax code, but something that's sort of clean, simple, and easy to understand it will be a very difficult thing to get through any legislative body, even if they're all heavily Republican with a Republican governor.